It's odd. In today's digital world, it seems like everything has double meaning. Mouse pads are not where mice live. Phones are cellular. Memory is measured in gigabytes. And going viral is usually good. Welcome to Viruses and How to Beat Them. I'm Professor John Gurshoni, a biologist, and I'll be your guide on a journey to explore the real world of cells, the living cells of our bodies, and viruses that infect us and cause disease. From as long as I can remember, I've always been fascinated with nature, snakes, lizards, and scorpions. But as I got older, I realized that in order to truly understand nature, I needed to arm myself with a detailed appreciation of the chemistry of life and how things are put together. In-depth knowledge is essential to figuring out how things work. For well over 30 years, I've been curious about how viruses infect our cells and how through innovation, science has succeeded to eradicate disease, how our immune system wages war on viruses and keeps us healthy. If you too are curious, this course is meant for you. You don't need any prior training in biology or chemistry. I've especially put together a 3-part series of lessons that walk you through the basics step by step. In order to understand viruses, we will first need to lay down some foundations and explore a bit of basic chemistry and learn how cells are put together, how DNA provides blueprints for the production of proteins. You know that proteins actually do all the work in our body, like digesting food, building muscles, and the daily maintenance needed that keeps us healthy. Next, once the basics are clear, we will go on to explore viruses. We will get to know viruses up close and see what they're made of and how they invade and hijack our cells. Finally, we will address our immune system. We will systematically go through how our white blood cells counteract viruses and knock them out. More important is the fact that our immune system not only trains to become proficient in fighting disease, but stores gained experience in a memory archive. In the event we encounter a virus a second time, we call upon this memory and preempt infection and stay healthy. It's precisely this unique memory which is the basis of vaccination, the topic of our last lesson. We will carefully examine not only the principles of how vaccines work, but also consider the pros and concerns about vaccines. Finally, a word of advice. Where there's no pain, there's no gain. You know, in the 50s when I was a kid, there was a popular notion that you could learn during your sleep. In fact, my dad tried this out on us, and every evening, once my brother and I were sound asleep, he played over and over again a tape of the song Scarlet Ribbons by Harry Belafonte. Till this day, I still don't know the words of the song. So, believe me, there is no effortless passive learning. You will have to study the lessons, answer questions throughout, and do quizzes. Just listening to the videos doesn't work. In order to go on to the next video, you will need to truly understand the preceding ones. You will have to actively make the effort to study, review the lab demos, carefully listen to the interviews of our guests, and seriously go through the added learning materials. Methodically studying each lesson and actively learning the material will, however, pay off, I promise. In the end, you will be armed with a toolbox of knowledge about cells, viruses, and immunity, and gain a new perspective about the world around us. So, let's get started, and together, let's explore viruses and learn how to beat them.